We begin in Newfoundland and Labrador, and a cautionary tale for the rest of the country. New public health restrictions are coming into force there after a second day of a spike in COVID-19 cases, the biggest since the start of the pandemic last spring. 53 new cases were confirmed today. 32 other cases are presumed positive. There are now a total of 110 active cases in Newfoundland and Labrador. To put that into perspective, 1 week ago there were just 14 active cases. The province's top doctor warns this is just the start.
We continue to see high case counts, and we should expect this to continue as contact tracing and testing continues. We are in for a rough period in the days and weeks ahead.
What's happening in Newfoundland and Labrador is a reminder how quickly things can change and how easily a low case count can suddenly balloon. In tonight's top story, Ross Lord reports on what's fueling this surge just days from a provincial election.
Long lineups for testing are a telltale sign of a COVID-19 outbreak that's tripled in size in each of the past 2 days.
I know there is a great deal of fear and worry about the latest developments.
Students at this high school in Mount Pearl are among more than 1,000 people forced into isolation.
I believe that going so long with low case counts of COVID led to complacency, and we are now seeing the repercussions.
COVID is colliding with Newfoundland and Labrador's provincial election, scheduled for Saturday. PC candidate Damien Follett has left the campaign trail to stay home with his family, including his teenage son, who has COVID-19.
I wish I didn't have to be concerned about anything except my family right now and my friends and lending support to the community.
There are growing calls to delay the election until the outbreak subsides. Liberal Premier Andrew Furey, a doctor turned politician, was already criticized for calling the election sooner than expected. Now, he insists it's not up to him to decide if the vote goes ahead.
I'm not a career politician. Ambition is one thing, but primary focus is on public health and safety.
There have been no hospitalizations, and health officials insist they can ensure the election is conducted safely. Election planners are devising drive-through voting for people who are isolating.
The person is not allowed to go inside of a building, but they would certainly be allowed inside of their car, and that as long as our people were properly protected.
If the outbreak keeps growing, so might pressure on health officials and election planners to reconsider. Ross Lord, Global News.